Hey guys! So today I'm going to be doing a series review of the drama Big. It just ended this Tuesday and I meant to do this video either on Tuesday or a few days later, but then I've just been so busy and I just got back from Canada a few hours ago, so I didn't want to put it off any further since I knew I was going to be doing something else tomorrow. And yeah, if you have not watched this drama yet, I recommend that you really do not watch this video. Unless you don't care, but I'm going to ruin everything for you, absolutely everything. And if you can still watch it afterwards, then more power to you, but otherwise don't waste your time. And I must give a really big disclaimer because I honestly am not one to swear a lot. I don't use it conversationally, and it's only when I'm really upset about something or when I'm watching dramas. Because yes, I talk to my computer screen when I'm watching them because the characters sometimes can just be so stupid and they don't listen to a word I say, but I tell them what to do anyway. Dramas make you crazy. So I'm just letting you know, I am probably going to swear just a few times throughout this video. Let's not throughout it, at least when I start talking about the end of the series, because you have no idea how much it pissed me off, those last two episodes. And just the four main characters of this drama are played by Kongyu, Lee Min-jung, Suzy, and Shin Won-ho. Now, I don't really count Shin Won-ho because he was in coma the entire series. He just did not exist, so I don't really count it at all. The main premise of the show, from the internet I pulled up, it says, the mind of 18-year-old Kang Kyung-jun somehow gets trapped in the body of 30-year-old So Yeon-jae after an accident. And that's all it said, and that's pretty brief, really, really brief and short. So, I'll elaborate a little bit. So Yeon-jae is the fiance of Gildaran. Gildaran's the main chick in this entire series. And he gets in a car accident with Kyung-jun while he's on his way to go meet Gildaran to tell her whether he loves her or not. During that car accident, their bodies switch and stuff, and we later find out that's because they have the same parents, and it's a whole miracle book thingy, and then holding hands and save each other's lives, brotherhood. The show started off really nice, humorous, and cute. The first two episodes I really loved because you get to see Kongyu shirtless, which was absolutely amazing. I must put another disclaimer. I absolutely love Suzy. I love Miss A. I love JYP Entertainment, but I absolutely hated the character Mari in this entire show. So don't get it confused that I hate Suzy, because I don't. I absolutely love her. She's so cute and adorable. That was the word. The early conflict of the show I absolutely loved. It was trying to figure out whether So Yeon-jae was a good guy or not, because there was Sejong. She was a doctor that he worked with at the hospital, and the two of them kind of possibly had a thing going on. It was kind of fun to see, you get to learn more about a character when he's not even there through the same person, because Kyung-jun had to live his life. I think episode 6 is when the drama really got its kick. Well, it started at the end of episode 5. It's when Kyung-jun leaves for the US with So Yeon-jae's mother. Well, his mother too, but you don't really know that yet. And then you see So Yeon-jae's body again 1 year later when Gildaran goes to a wedding. And you don't know whether he's Kyung-jun or if he's Yeon-jae, and so you're kind of in suspense. And because she looks over to him, she's like, Kang Kyung-jun? And he doesn't answer. And then she says, So Yeon-jae? And he looks over. And the episode ended right there. I'm like, oh my gosh, mine. It drove me crazy. The next week you find out that he's still Kyung-jun, but I think that time skip was the most amazing thing ever, because it comes back in Kyung-jun. He's definitely matured. He's not wearing childish clothing anymore, but he's still a kid-ish. He's still young, but he's definitely learned how to act among the adults. And I talk with my hands too much. When Kyung-jun came back a year later, it was super cute because when he drove Gildaran wherever he did, he made her say his name a whole bunch of times, and then when he left, he felt really good because she was the only person who knew who he really was and the only person who called him by his real name, and I was like, aw, you're breaking my heart, kid. Episode 6 is also when Mari finds out that So Yeon-jae is actually Kyung-jun, and I absolutely hate Mari. I hate her so much because She's so obsessed with Kyung-jun, and she just cannot get it through her thick skull that he does not like her back, and he never will. And she goes out of her way to ruin the lives of everybody. Well, there's not everybody. The ruin the lives of the two main characters. People are like, oh, I love her. You know, she's just nice. She just really loves him. No, she never like really loved him. She was more just obsessed with him. And she felt like it was her duty to do so because she felt it was her fault that his mother died. The entire series, Go-Doran doesn't even notice that Mari has pretty much been her enemy the entire show. It's just like she's so behind the scenes about it that you can't really tell. Chunchik, her partner in crime, I absolutely love him. He's the only logical character of this entire series. My favorite episodes of the drama had to be episode 6 when they had the one-year time jump, episode 12 where Kyung-juna and Go-Doran go on a camping trip together. It wasn't really planned, but you know. And at the end of that episode, oh my goodness, my favorite part, total makeout in the park by the two of them because she got found out and it was awesome. I was like, oh my gosh, because that was a hot kiss. That was a hot kiss. His lips should have been on mine. That would have been perfect. Episode 13 was also super cute with the whole 10-10. Okay, hold on. 2, 12, 11, 10. 10-10 arms, and how he gave her that hug with his 10-10 arms, and I'm like, you guys are adorable. Tu es très adorable. The cuteness, however, does not last very long because, of course, Mari comes along and just up everybody's lives again. She somehow talks Go-Doran into thinking that she's not what's best for him, and in the end, when Kyung-jun comes over to her, you know, he still had faith in her, and he's like, you'll be there with me, you know, and stuff, and she put her wedding ring back on. She was not supposed to put her wedding ring back on. That angered me so much, because this little girl, Mari, is running around telling her all these things. She's going to ruin a really good relationship. The episode after that, episode 14, it had this like really gut-wrenching moment for me when Kyung-jun makes her the chicken that she never got to eat, and he knows that he's not going to remember anything when he comes back, and he doesn't want to tell her, and he's like, when I go back to my own body, let's just pretend nothing ever happened and not remember anything. And she's like, yeah, you know, that's probably for the best. And then she goes to the fridge to get something, and he's at the table eating his chicken, and they're both like suppressing sobs, and I was there, they're holding back their tears, and now I'm just like crying my eyes out. Like, I'm a very easy crier when it comes to dramas, TV, movies, books, and now I was just upset. I have this thing about watching gorgeous men cry. Like, it should not be legal. It's just not fair. Beautiful men should not cry. That sounds really like shallow of me, but I'm really not that shallow, I promise. But I'm just saying, beautiful men, they're my weakness. They're my weakness. Then at the end of the episode, that's when Kyung-jun has to get the blood from his actual body, and he goes into this like fainting spells again, and we don't know if he switched or not. And then it's like, oh my gosh, the next episode, the last 2 episodes are next week. I like to call the last 2 episodes the Great Disasters of July 23rd and July 24th. Episode 15 was a waste of my life. A waste of airtime, a waste of film, a waste of storyline, a waste of precious time that you could have used to have a different thing going on. It's like the writers just gave up after episode 14. Like, you know, it was good. It was nice, it was funny, it was a decent fill-in show, and then the last 2 episodes, and I don't know, it just like, those last 2 episodes pissed me off so much, so much. Like, seriously, at the end of episode 15, I feel like I lost brain cells. I wasn't sure, because apparently it made sense, but I didn't really get it. They didn't switch at the end of episode 14, at all, but Kyung-jun decided it would be a good idea to pretend that he didn't remember anything after the accident. He pretends not to remember the relationship the entire episode. And I get where he's coming from. He was doing it to like mentally prepare her for what was going to happen. She is stupid enough to believe him. She is stupid enough to believe him. She should have figured out that he still remembered the relationship, or at least a tiny part of her, when he went gallivanting to the suburbs trying to stop her or asking her about why she's going to teach at a school there. If he really did not care, then he wouldn't have showed up, but he did show up, so therefore he must care. And then, at the end of the episode, when he takes her back to where they were before he had that car accident, he pretty much straight out tells her, I still remember everything, which means the entire hour episode was just completely wasted on something that didn't even really matter. And then, the big finale, episode 16. I quit. I should have quit. I should have quit. That's what I mean. I had such a hard time getting through episode 15. I'm not even sure why I watched last episode. I guess I was curious. I was hoping that maybe, just maybe, this can be salvaged. But no, it wasn't. I really have nothing to say about the entire episode except for the ending that sucked. Like, seriously, I feel like flipping tables. I felt like punching innocent puppies and babies. That's just how angry I was. I wasted 16 hours of my life and I didn't even get to see them switch. No. They do a year later jump again, and it did not even fit as well as it did the first time. The first time it was pretty awesome, and then this time it's like, wait, what? No. I can't even tell if he got his memory back, or if she just imagined this whole scenario in her head, or if it was real, and who's who and who's what. Like, my poor boy, Shinmono, he did not get to do, any acting this entire show. He couldn't even act as himself in the very last minutes of the episode. What is that? And where the hell is Soyeon-jae? He apparently woke up in his own body, I'm guessing. And what happened? I didn't get to see what happened with Gilderon. I didn't get to see what something really was up with Sejong. Well, actually, no, there was nothing up with Sejong. But you know what? He should go to her. He should go and get married to her. I think that is an excellent idea. Because Gilderon doesn't even know what the heck she wants half the time. And I'm not sure about you, but I'm pretty curious of whether he loved her or not. And the fact that Gongyu still portrayed Kang Kyung-joo at the very, very last minutes of the show, it was so angering because I wanted to see her still in love with Kyung-joon even though he wasn't in the body of Yoon-jae. And it was so... This was the worst drama ending of anything I had ever watched. Seriously? Playful Kiss was the worst drama that I had personally watched in my entire life. But I think I prefer that entire series over the last 2 episodes of this show. Now, before the great disasters of July 23rd and 24th, my rating for this probably would have been 3 out of 5 stars. But after the great disasters of July 23rd and July 24th, I give it a 0. A big 0. 0, zip, nada, none. I think I'm being too harsh. Let's just focus on the first 14 episodes. Yes, it was a good, decent 3 out of 5. My throat hurts because I've been talking for ever, and I'm sure I have to cut down a whole bunch of segments of this because I just ramble and get very upset very easily, and it's not a good thing. It's not good for my age, I'm about to be a freshman in high school, and I need my brain cells. The fact that this drama, probably deteriorated 50,000 of them, I don't think I can function. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. And please tell me how you felt about this episode in the comments, because I am very curious. I personally don't think I'm the only one who's pretty upset about this. And I had heard that the Hong sisters who wrote this show have always been really good. I've never actually watched any of their previous stuff, but after watching this, I don't even know. I don't know.